Shalom, shalom. Purim is coming. What is Purim? Purim is the festival of Esther, where she saved the Jewish people from complete annihilation. Purim literally means lots, because it was through casting lots, or what we would say throwing dice or drawing straws, that the wicked Haman finally chose the month of Adar as a time to completely wipe out the Jews who were in the Persian Empire, which stretched from Ethiopia to India, covering 127 provinces. But why did he choose the month of Adar? Perhaps it had something to do with the death of Moshe Rabbeinu, who died on Adar 7th, or 7th of Adar. Haman, as we know, was a direct descendant of King Agag, the king of the Amalekites, thus making Haman an Amaleki, or Amalek. Now, Amalek had a certain modus operandi. Number one, they attack when they perceive that their prey was at their weakest. And they would attack the weak and the straggling ones. That's how they do it. Thus, no doubt, he thought that the month, this is Haman, maybe he thought the month of Adar was one of misfortune for the Jewish people, which would mean that he would be more successful in wiping them out. So, because of the death of Moshe Rabbeinu, he probably thought, they would have more success. What he failed to take into consideration, however, was that Moshe was also born in that same month, on that same day. So that month was blessed. Anyways, Amalek attacks, number 3. Amalek attacks without provocation through various means, including deception, and has no regard for life outside of their own. And number 3, Amalek has absolutely no fear of God. Now, there's a connection between Purim and Yom HaKippurim. That's Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. On the most solemn day of the year, the Jew, 2 goats are featured. These goats were identical in every way. The priest would have to use lots in order to choose which goat was for God and which goat was for Azazel. Now, Azazel was most likely a craggy cliff over which they would push that goat that was left alive. Of course, it didn't survive. But in modern times, Amalek is known as, Azazel is kind of equated with the devil and hell and so forth. And my rabbi says in Israeli idiom, if someone wants to tell someone to go to hell, they say go to Azazel. All right. So in the minds of many, Israel is equated with the devil, when with Azazel, and is blamed. We're blamed for just about every evil thing under the sun. Right? Now today we are soon to welcome the Shabbat before Purim, and this Shabbat has a special name. It is known as Shabbat Zachor. Shabbat Zachor means the Shabbat of remembrance. And what are we supposed to remember? We're supposed to remember what Amalek did to us on the way when we left Egypt. Yahweh attacked us. He attacked from the rear. He attacked the weak and the straggling ones. He had no regard for life. He had no regard for God, no fear of God. Okay. And this commandment to remember also comes with the negative commandment to not to forget. Do not forget. Very strong imperative. But why did Hashem tell us to remember and do not forget? I believe that Hashem wants us to be active in remembering this incident on a daily basis, so that we do not run the risk of forgetting. For it is only in not forgetting that we can truly rise up and maintain victory over Amalek. Okay, so with that said, tune into my song, Amalek Must Die, and happy Purim. See you next time.